Welcome back, babes. Welcome back, babes, to another episode of the Ripdamic Show with your host that do the most, Sunshine. And our special guest today is Big 2 from ThaPurpleShell. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to have you in the building.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
You ready to get down to the nitty gritty?
Yeah, let's do it.
I did. So where did your life start for Big 2?
Life started for Big 2.
Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got family out there.
Yeah, that's where life started for me.
Okay, what was the upbringing like, the culture that shaped you?
You know, I don't want to tell my age. You know,
Okay. Yeah, you ain't got to. You ain't got to.
People still be trying to figure out my age, right? So
that's weird, though.
I grew up in an era where you know, we grew up on the block. We grew up doing certain things. So life for me was just like you know, growing up in an environment where you learn to survive. You know what I'm saying? So
kind of like survival of the fittest.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of, you know, it wasn't. I'm not gonna sit up here and say it was all bad, but it wasn't really positive. You know what I'm saying? But I got something positive, and something positive came out of it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So did you grow up in like a 2-parent household? Your grandmother raised you? What was that like?
My mama raised me.
Okay. Shout out to your mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad too.
Shout out to him too.
My dad, my mom and my dad was real people, and they understood life. So,
meaning like the reality.
yeah. So, my dad was off in the streets, and my mom was a college student. So, a lot of things that he was doing, my mom didn't agree with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, my mama felt like she had to separate herself from that matter, go ahead and let him be in the streets and still raise the family. So, yeah, my dad still came around and, you know, did what he did and got up out of there. And, you know, but yeah, he was around. So yeah, my upbringing was kind of balanced.
Okay, that's good. There's nothing bad about that.
Yeah.
So did you grow up with siblings or anything in the house?
I got a brother and a sister. I'm the baby.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I got an older brother and sister.
Okay, I'm the baby of my family.
Yeah, I'm the baby. So yeah, they kind of say I'm spoiled.
Well, I don't like that though.
I like it. I don't care. I'm glad I was spoiled. Shit, I'm glad I didn't have to go through the extra hard times.
I don't feel like I was spoiled because I seen their mistakes.
Right.
Not all of them, because we all make our own, right?
Right.
But I learned from some of them. Well, a lot of them. But you know what I'm saying? But I also would be there for them like they would be there for me.
Yeah, I get it because, you know, I have kids, so, you know, I get the
real?
situation. Yeah.
Your father, how many?
Man, I got a football team. Man.
I know that's right.
I got a gang of kids.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But, yeah, I have kids.
Okay.
That's a big thing for me. I don't mix my kids with this
environment.
Right here. Yeah. I try to keep most of the things like that private.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with being private.
Yeah, I'm a private
but
guy.
For them to understand why do you feel like it's necessary to have the separation of the two?
Because I look at it like this, like social media is, you know, for entertainment and you know, that time away for a break. When it comes to personal, I mean, I don't judge other people that do it, but it just creates a balance for me. You know what I'm saying? It separates me from the internet. So when I'm with my family or with my kids, that's something that's separate. That gives me a part of separation. I don't have to enjoy that with somebody else.
Right.
I get to enjoy that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just separate the two.
I don't fault you for that because a lot of people may not know I am a mother.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing. I don't really put them on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that world is a different world to introduce your personal life to. So I get it.
That gives people
understand.
a chance to play with you, and I don't give people that opportunity.
Okay, we get it. I fuck with it.
I don't
Okay.
give people that opportunity.
So what was life like in Ohio before you moved to Atlanta, growing up and going to school?
Shit.
Don't tell your age, but what was school like for you?
Fighting, just, you know, being a young black male growing up in a neighborhood and just learning, learning.
From those experiences, what was 3 key things? If you got 2, that's fine. 3 key things you learned from that, though.
Me personally, and this is as real as it's gonna get. A lot of shit that I thought I learned in the streets, I didn't. I learned it in the penitentiary. Being in the streets led me to the penitentiary. So, and I actually went at a young age. So it's like I basically grew up in the penitentiary. I had to, man up. So a lot of the things that I've learned from the streets when I got to the penitentiary, I wiped away. Because at the end of the day, once I started learning new things, it was all bullshit. So yeah, I didn't really take nothing from the streets. I took a couple things from the penitentiary, and that's make better decisions.
Okay.
It's not just you doing this time. You know what I'm saying? One of my biggest fears was losing my mom being in prison. Because I did have a stretch. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had partners that lost their moms and their fathers by being, and that was one of my fears. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to face that. So, that was one thing for me. And just knowing people. You know what I'm saying? And there you around all types of people. You around drug dealers, killers, scammers, rapists. All you meet all different types of people. So you get to learn people. So like when you become free, it's like it's really hard to get to you because you start to read people before you even give them the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it helps. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. You know, because
I can only imagine now you using that within the industry too. So what after that situation, how old were you when you
when I went in, I was 20.
In your early
3.
Okay.
When I came home, I was 30.
Okay. So that was some time for sure.
Yeah, that was you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and it might sound crazy, but I felt like it was needed for me at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot. A lot of things could have put me in a different position, but I felt like God, that was his time out for me. You know what I'm saying? And it was up to me to understand the assignment. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to save your life here.
Yeah.
You know
Damn, that's real deep though.
Nah, for real.
I really appreciate you sharing that because like you said, you're a very private person. So for you to share it here, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I want to give you your flowers for
sure.
real.
For sure. I
for sharing that story because a lot of people can relate to it that may not be in that position, but it's close to being there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like the youth really needs that.
Yeah.
So what made you make that transition from Ohio to Atlanta?
My mom. My mom at the time, where we was at, it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And my mom, me being a young age, she got to a point where she was like, you know what, I need to move him. I gotta move him. You know what I'm saying? So she looked for an opportunity elsewhere and found one in Atlanta. And she was like, pack your shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
the love she had for you.
Yeah, at the time I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing outside of Ohio. The world was Ohio to me. Yeah. So when she was like, we moving to Stone Mountain, I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? I don't want to live on no mountain. Like, what? I don't want. But I didn't know. Like, technically, we're not gonna go live on a mountain.
Right.
But this is where we're going. So, now that I look back on it, I praise her for that because she gave me an opportunity to be somebody.
That was her way of loving you, removing you from something that wasn't bearing you fruit. Yeah,
and I understood it because I ended up going back, and that's what sent me to prison. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I was already in Atlanta, but I ended up going back home because that's where I'm from. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and end up going back home, and it sent me to prison. So, since that happened, it all made sense to why that move was needed. Yeah. So,
Okay. So, ThaPurpleShell.
Yeah.
When did that come about, and what made you decide to do that route?
Like I said, I like to get the real stories. I don't like to give bullshit. So this is the real story behind ThaPurpleShell, how it actually got started. So it was a group of guys, you know what I'm saying? We was all friends or whatever. And we were street guys. And we was street pharmacists doing our thing. We was getting some money.
Yeah.
And we always talked about things like we need to figure out what we can do with our money. Let's do something different. Let's think outside the box.
Yeah.
And it went on for about maybe a year. You know what I'm saying? And one of my partners, he ended up catching a charge or whatever. And they made him sit down. But by the grace of God, instead of sending him off to prison, they made him sit in the house. They gave him house arrest until it was time to go to court and all that. So it gave him some time. So with him being in the house, he was just like basically like, bro, we gotta do something. Yeah. And I'm what you thinking of? And he sat back on it. And this is no lie, like he had the idea and he threw it to somebody else. And it sat on him for a minute and they threw it back. And when they threw it back, it was like ThaPurpleShell, what the fuck? And Purple Turtle. Oh, ThaPurpleShell. It was catchy. So it was like, you know what? We gonna run with this. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that designed the logo and stuff like that, it was just like, hold on, we got something here. Like we can actually move this. So we didn't know nothing about cameras or nothing. We went and bought cameras and did all that. We watched YouTube, learn, and really tried to figure it out. We had our stumbles along the way, you know what I'm saying? But we was just trying to figure it out as we went, you know what I'm saying? And over time, we started to see the growth of the platform. And people started tapping in, and it got to a point because we was doing shit for free. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't really charging nobody. You know what I'm saying? We had a bunch of homeboys that was indie artists and stuff like that, but never had an outlet to where they could be like, oh, this is what I do. This is my song and stuff like that. So it was just like, hold on, maybe we can switch it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And make it this. And it was like, you know what, let's do it. So once we started doing that, and we just was like, we got to keep coming up with more and more and more. And the colors and the way the platform was, it made people gravitate towards because it didn't look like a normal podcast. It didn't look normal. So it was like, damn, this is something different. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, it made us a big thing because people liked it, what they seen on screen. And they started tapping in and bringing their music. And once people started to see like, hold on, they really tapped in. Let me tap in, then let me tap in. And they tell their homeboy, oh, yeah, I was just on the ThaPurpleShell. And they tap in, and we started landing big artists. And it was like, well, damn, hold on, we starting to create a name. Let's create something else. So, like I said, my homeboy, he an old school head like me. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that was like fascinating to us growing up back in the day was the phone booth. And you don't see that no more. You used to see them on every corner store. You know what I'm saying? When you need to make a call, you go to the phone. You know what I mean? Drop a couple quarters and get on, and you know what I mean? But we didn't see that no more. And especially in Atlanta, that it wasn't a thing. Right. So we like, you know what, let's do that. Put it on the wall and let people perform in front of it. You know what I'm saying? And it caught. And it was like, hold on, we got something here.
Like wildfire,
Right. And at the time we wasn't, we was doing it inside of a house. Okay. So you would come and perform at the phone booth inside the house. So when it came time to really like expand, I ain't gonna say the person's name, but the owner of the home, once he really seen like what we was doing, and he like, yo, I seen this before. I didn't know this was y'all. And it went from, okay, we cool with paying this to, oh, we need more. Because now we see what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So how
did you maneuver with that situation? Because I can only imagine the frustration.
We know what we worth. That was the thing for us. We get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We go somewhere else. We know we worth. So it was like, it was needed because we had been there like 4 years already.
That was God just giving you guys a sign.
It was time to time to elevate. So we ended up getting another spot, and it was just like long live my guy T Hood, but this was that part where he came in. You know what I'm saying? And he used to ask me like, bro, what's up, bro? Like let's work, and I'd be like, all right, let's do it. And the first time we ever did something, it went viral, and that's when I knew I was like, hold on, we locked in, and because he wasn't a podcaster at the time, he was a rapper. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we were just trying to expand and do different things, and he wanted to expand and do different things, and we started doing that, and he one day we was just sitting there, and he looked at me, he was like, bro, this is your call, and this is what you're supposed to do. And I was like, man, he was like, look at me, bro, look, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you popping, like, what? Why not? And I'm like, you know what? All right, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that right there was a moment for me. But
is that what pushed you to start hosting more?
Not really, because I've never wanted to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be behind the scenes. Yeah. And you asked me a question, was I a rapper? And I did that part of my life. I went on tours, and I did all that. Like, it got boring. And it was just like, the first 3 nights be cool, because you see the fans, and and that 4th night, it'd be like, man, I'm ready to go home, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what y'all gotta do. I'm cool, man. I'm not like that. I'd rather be at the house and chill. But not wanting to be in front of the camera and stuff like that. People used to be like, you know what? You need to be in front of a camera. Who are you?
I can understand that.
Like, nah, they used to tell me that, like, you got a look. You got that look that people can't buy. Why you not in front of the camera? You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, fuck that camera. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't even that deep.
Right, fuck the camera. And what really made me gravitate to being in front of the camera is one time we went on tour. And at this time, I wasn't even rapping. I was just there to support. And every venue we went to, they kept grabbing me. And I'm like, bro, I'm not the artist. Like, don't and it got to the point where I'm doing interviews and I ain't even the artist. And I'm like, fuck it, y'all want to do it? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, you got to look, bro. Like, and I was like, you know, but I took that as a sign because it kept flashing to me. So I'm like, you know what, let's do it. And once I got in front of the camera, it was just magic. People started gravitating towards it so quick. It was like, hold on, shit. All right, that's what I'm gonna do then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking, y'all like it, I love it. And that's what I kept doing, and I just kept reinventing it. And it went from a 7-man team to a 2-man, 3-man. Shout out to my dog, Son of God. He shoot all our little clips.
Shout out to you.
Stuff like that. But it became too much for certain people. And it just was like, bro, I need you to do it. You gotta do it. And I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I looked at it like, it might sound crazy, but I looked at it like Lil Wayne saving cash money. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one.
I mean, you're a dreadhead, so it only fits.
It only fits. So once I stepped in that position, it went to newer heights. And we decided to bring the phone booth outside. Okay. And once we took it outside, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, because I can't cap. Because didn't you take it to like a basketball court at one point?
Yeah. We started taking it all over Atlanta, and people love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different look. You won't never ever see it nowhere on the internet doing it like the way we do it. And that's how we like to have our own look. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to doing that, everybody wanted to tap in. Jay Wick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Wick. He tapped in. He wanted to do it, and once he did it, everybody caught on to it. Like, oh, he fire. And next thing you know, he go. And it's just fun, and I like giving artists different looks and different. You know what I mean? Something different than the usual.
A different vibe for sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
So let's change up the script a little bit.
Let's change it up.
So what are some tribulations you face within this industry in that?
When they don't notice you, it's quiet. But when they notice you, it get loud.
Elaborate.
People when they see a person grow. You know what I'm saying? I that's one thing I let the people see me grow from day one. I don't hide nothing. I don't hide views, likes, none of that shit. I want you to see. You know what I'm saying? You can go on my page and see the elevation and what it took for me to get to the position I am now. And one thing that was hard for me was the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some
people are so opinionated.
Yeah, some people, but it's not the opinion for me. It's just some people, they do too much. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the internet protects people from getting punched in their face in real life. So, you know, certain things that wouldn't be said face to face, they say it on the internet.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that it's the internet. You know what I'm saying? I used to sit there and go back look and at forth. The comments, and I reply to it could be 1,000 comments. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna reply to each one individually. You feel what I'm saying? And if I feel like you said a little too much, I'll call you on Instagram. I might not even know you or nothing. Okay. I'll call you and FaceTime you and ask you, what did you mean by that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they be shocked. They're like, damn, this nigga called me? Oh, shit. Because I want you to understand, like, I come from an era where certain things you don't really play can't with. Say. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna see what's up. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I've always carried myself. You know what I mean? And I found myself doing that a little too much, where my mom had to sit me down one day and she was like, you gonna have haters. This is what comes with what you doing. But to pay attention to that, for what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Look at the views. I'm at 1.5 million views. She making sense to me, like, okay, 1.5. Yeah. The comments ain't really about nothing. You know what I'm saying? They can talk, they see what's going on. So at that point in time, I had to realize, like, they gonna talk regardless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest things that was for me, and it's funny, but it used to get to me. And like, I'm a jokester. I'm not gonna let you get the best of me. I'm competitive like that. So I'm gonna pop my shit. But one thing that I found that people, when they found that they was losing it, you look like a female. Or you look like a dyke. Or I get it. It's 2026 and, you know. But I'll beat you up behind that. Like, in real life, I get it. I beat you up behind that.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you wouldn't dare say it to my face.
Right. And a lot of people like, bro, you know how that's what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was just one thing I found, you know, that used to get to me. You know what I'm saying? It was, the industry it's crazy, but half the shit, it don't need attention. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's entertainment. That's really what it is. That's how I'm learning to look at it. I can't really put fault in somebody who feels that way because, one, they feel they're entitled in here. So it's like, okay, whatever. I'm going to just let you have that. And then at the same time, it's like, what do I gain by feeding into that negativity? Right. Nothing.
But I get it. I feed into it now because I be trolling. Because it's interaction on my page. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to trip with it. If you want to sit here and go back and forth, we can do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's interaction on my page. You know what I'm saying? So it brings more traction. I'm not tripping.
So what would your piece of advice be to those that do have haters, though?
Enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy it while you can. Because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing.
You ain't popping.
If ain't nobody talking about you, if ain't nobody got no side shit to say about you, it ain't you not really doing nothing. And that's from anything, from going to work. You know how motherfuckers be in the break room hating all the time. He got the extra hour. That nigga don't even be doing shit. But Tommy be doing all the work that y'all don't be doing. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have them haters that come in any field. It's just, you know, you take it with grace and keep moving, man.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, man, I don't be tripping.
Just add it to your meat a little bit. It'll tenderize it.
I'm fucking them up right now, so I ain't tripping. I'm killing them.
So what would be a piece of advice that you would give your younger version, if you could?
Learn to take advice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit I could have avoided if I took some advice. You know what I'm saying? That's from the OGs in the neighborhood, from my dad, my uncles, and people of that nature that lived this life before me. Yeah. You know, as we grow, we learn. A lot of shit, you know, we don't take in as kids because we kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as we get older, a lot of shit that we reflect on, we be like, you know what, they was seeing some real shit. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? And long live my uncle Butch, but this was a real moment. Mm-hmm. Me and my cousin Lil Butch, at the time I was doing my thing. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, put this in your closet. You know what I'm saying? This at my house. I'm like, bro, put this in your closet. We gonna go do our thing. Mm-hmm. And she called me and she was like, come get this shit out my house. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, she ain't really spazzed on me. She was just like, come get this shit out my house. I'm like, all right, auntie, I'm coming. Boom. And I went over there, got it. And I still didn't take it off the property. I put it in a grill and went on and did my thing. But when we got back, my uncle was sitting on the porch and he like, let me holler at y'all. And I'm like, what's up? And he like, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, y'all headed to the penitentiary. Mm. And I look at my cousin like, man, I don't know what the fuck he talking about, man. Yeah. I ain't going to no goddamn penitentiary. Yeah. Like, we getting somebody. I don't know what uncle, but at that time he was telling us some real shit. Yeah. And maybe like a year or two after that, his son ended up going to prison doing a 10-year bid. Mm. And then a year after that, I ended up doing 6. Mm. And it was like, damn, if we would have took heed to what he was saying, we wouldn't have went to prison. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So that was God using him as a vessel for shit.
Yeah, shit like that, you know, I take in and I'm grateful that I got to see how it started and how it ended. You know what I'm saying? I got to learn from the mistake. You know, so I'm grateful for that. A lot of people don't get to come back from that.
Well, I'm gonna twist it up a little bit more.
Come on.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So the Ripdamic live show, you came over there, you are a special guest judge.
Right.
How did that experience start? Like, who hit you up for that?
Really started it how it started. Like I say, I pay attention on online. Like I said, I have a platform, so I pay attention to other platforms. And one that caught my eye was this platform. You know what I'm saying?
And
it was like, damn, like we kind of see the same shit. And that was dope for me. And it was in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like Atlanta doesn't come together enough when it comes to this type of thing.
Oh, I'm glad. Say that one more time.
Atlanta is, I don't know, like, I love Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a place where you can grow, you can build, and you can have something. Right. You can really have something. But when it comes to like actual platforms and things of that nature, it's a lot of separation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Atlanta is the Mecca right now. This is Black Hollywood.
Absolutely.
And like I was telling Doe on the phone when I first talked to him,
shout out to Big Homie Doe.
Come together, this shit would be unstoppable. Atlanta would be the spot to make it happen.
You took the words right out of my mouth, and I'm glad that you said it, though.
Right.
Because it's like so many people are so focused on competition, but it's like, let's be realistic.
Right.
There's how many people in the whole world? Because there's people that I'm pretty sure come from all walks of life to your platform that come to ours, too.
Right.
So it's like, why are we looking at it at a competition standpoint when we all really can come together and make even more money?
Right.
Just hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it should never be looked that way, but at the same time, I get the business aspect too. So yeah,
I just feel like, you know, if we come together as one, that's where the money at. South by Southwest will come to Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying? We'll bring everything from there to Atlanta. That's money. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know, they get caught up in followers and shit. Oh, we got more followers than you, or
social media for sure.
The fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like that really doesn't mean anything. So I seen this on the internet and I was like, bro, I want to be a part of that. That's dope. And because a lot of people was like, bro, you got to get out. You got to venture out. I know you want to be on the ThaPurpleShell. I know you got to get out more. Like you got to show your face more. And I was like, bro, I'm cool. Like, I got the purple shell. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I could post on this motherfucker and do 2 million views. I ain't got to go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it started to make sense. And this was one of the first platforms that I seen. I was like, you know what? I wanna tap in. And once I talked to Doe, I seen he was genuine. You know what I'm saying? And from there, it was a dope experience. You know what I'm saying? It was.
You did amazing critiquing.
Yeah.
It was, for me, what really caught my attention about you is you weren't just there to be like, yeah, it's good. You actually gave critique about the artistry, the style, what would fit for the artist. Just, you know what I'm saying? It was realistic logic. Right. It wasn't just a yes man type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I really commend you for that, for one. And you did amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just wanted to give him something pure, man. Like, when you taking your time out your life to do anything, especially with music and stuff like that, I feel like you should have somebody around that's gonna keep it real with you. And I feel like that's where a lot of artists fail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. You got your homeboys, your homegirls, and your cousins and your aunties. I get that. But when you doing this music, you trying to present it to the masses. You trying to present it to the world. It's bigger than family. Family gonna show you that love.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna come guaranteed.
But I want the order.
When it comes to the outside and the outside world, you gotta understand that there's two different sides
dynamics,
to it.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
with you being an artist, you want somebody to help you perfect your craft. Future and all them didn't just pop out like that. It was somebody to mold them and help them build that craft. So once they did step out on the forefront, it was undeniable.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to give to the artists. You know what I mean? That pure, that realness. You know what I'm saying? That they can actually take from the platform. You know what I'm saying? And implement it in whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I wanted to give. And hopefully, I can keep giving it.
Hey, we might have you back. You never know. Because you did an amazing, like I said, amazing job being that judge. Yeah. You gave them the raw, the real, the uncut, even the honest truth, which y'all may think it's ugly, but it's just the facts. You would want someone like that to just mold you.
I'm just here to critique. I ain't here to say
he ain't
you
saying
ain't
your
gonna
music is
make
trash.
it or nothing like that. Now, I'm going to be honest. If your music is ever trash, I'm going to let you know that's not the one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say it's trash. I'm going to just let you know that's not the one. And one thing as an artist, you have to be able to take criticism. Constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? You can put out 50 records and they only might like Mike 10. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not going to like what you put out. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that part as well. Once you take grips of that, you be good as an artist because you can build, you can grow. You know what I mean? You can see the vision. Okay, I don't need to do that no more. I can switch it up. I need to, you know what I mean? It's all about making it happen, man. So
because I mean, outside of you critiquing, you definitely critiqued one of our artists, a lot of our artists that's on our platform, which Ace 2 Fly will be on your show. You definitely had nothing but homage for him.
You can tell the difference in certain artists. You know what I'm saying? And when it came to him, it's pure talent. You know what I'm saying? It's pure talent. So with that all said, I wanted to be a part of that. You know what I mean? And I'm all about pushing. You know what I mean? Getting behind real artists. You know what I'm saying? Real work. You know what I mean? Anybody can tap a button and start saying something to a mic. But when it come to being authentic and putting out real, I get behind it. I don't be tripping. Because you also had a lot of great things to say about the Ripdamic fine shit artists too. The girls, the girls. And this is the thing about the girls, man. The girls gonna bring that energy.
They do.
You feel what I'm saying? And I get it with the one thing. My only problem with the women is it's like they want to bring the whole crew.
Okay.
I get it. I love that.
But it takes away from
who you are because you're the artist. You know what I'm saying? And what you doing a performance, you want the people to see you. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want too much to take away from you. I understand friends want to support, but when it comes to entertaining and doing this type of work, you have to understand you're the product. You're trying to sell this. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of things you have to dub down just a little bit to have the people be like, you know what, she dope.
Yeah.
Other than that, motherfucker, like, damn, she got a fat ass. Oh, she thick. Yeah. Oh, who is that? Because now they're not focused on what you're actually doing.
That makes sense.
You know, so that's a big major for me when it comes to female artists.
Okay.
You know.
Well, to wrap it up, what are some things that you have going on for 2026 that you would like to share? Because hopefully we'll get you back to do the judging and then another interview.
Yeah. I'll be back. You know, you're going to see me. Doe is a partner of mine that I feel like we're going to build a relationship that's going to last. You know what I'm saying? And y'all will be seeing it put together in the future. So, you know, that's coming. A lot of people been wanting us to move around. So we have a Purple Shell tour coming. You know, we're going to do 12 cities and we're going to bring you the experience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got a lot of things in the vault. I can't give them too much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I got
just a little sauce.
Yeah, I got a lot of things in the vault. I'm creating new shows.
Okay.
I'm about to try to do this Purple Shell reality show.
Okay.
Get people behind the scenes of how this actually is put together and how it works and the disagreements, and because it all looks good when it's put together.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get to actually see the disagreements and the fallout. So I want to I want to let the people see how this actually comes to be. So I got that coming. We got the Purple Shell merchandise coming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's coming. I'm about to have my own little shades come out, the big two.
Okay.
Shades come out. It's a lot coming.
Okay, you cooking for real.
Yeah. If you want to be the biggest, you gotta show. You gotta
go big or go home for real.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely a pleasure having you here. Definitely got to come back.
Appreciate it.
Special guest.
Yeah.
Big Two.
Yeah.
Host of Do the Most Sunshine, baby. We out.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that. I like that.
I want some shades.